Today, Kimberlie Hamilton, an author of great books and my friend who lives in Scotland, celebrates her birthday. So today, me, Chichi the parrot, and my cousin Maxim will share this celebration and wish you, Kimberlie, a lot of luck, a lot of health, peace, and new great ideas to change the world. Happy birthday! Rebel Dogs, Heroic Tales of Trusty Hounds by Kimberlie Hamilton.
Season Compassion to a King.
Caesar, a feisty fox terrier, was the loyal companion of Queen Victoria's eldest son, Edward VII. Caesar was a rather high-strung little thing, but also the king's more cherished friend. Caesar slept in a chair beside the king's bed and reclined next to his throne while important matters were discussed. He had his own footman to groom him and tend to his needs. An artist painted his portrait several times, and Master Jewel de Fabergé made a model of him studded with precious gems. Caesar even wore a collar with a tag that proudly proclaimed, "I am Caesar, I belong to the king." This was one royally pampered pet. When the king passed away, Caesar was so depressed that he wouldn't eat and he's trembling under the royal bed. Queen Alexandra had never been too fond of Caesar, but seeing his grief changed her attitude. They had both lost someone very dear to them and took great comfort from each other. As the king's funeral procession went through the streets of London, thousands of people lined the road to pay their final respects. Caesar walked mournfully behind this master's coffin, a sob that tugged at the heartstrings of the British people. He was given a place of honor at the front of the procession before heads of state and 9 other kings, and rightly so. Caesar's undying devotion was immortalized in a sculpture of the king and queen atop their tomb at Windsor Castle. Look closely and you'll see a stone likeness of Caesar at his loyal companion's feet, together for all eternity. 1898, 1914, England. Royal Revers. Edward VII was one of many blue bloods who loved dogs. A host of royal hounds have roamed the halls and grounds of palaces and castles through their ages, including breeds like this. The Bichon Frise is a little dog that's been a bit hit with European royalty. Henry III of England loved him so much that he carried them everywhere in a basket tied round his neck. Henry VIII and other notable dukes kept greyhounds, as did Queen Victoria's husband and Catherine the Great of Russia, who had her portrait painted with her favorite, Zamira. King Charles' spaniels were named for Charles II, who was said to care more about his dogs than his kingdom. They were often used as food warmers and flea magnets in royal beds. The day Mary Queen of Scots has been beheaded, she had her Maltese terrier hidden under her skirt. The loyal dog refuses to leave her mistress even after the grisly deed was gone. Pekingese were considered sacred in ancient China and worthy of a queen centuries later. One that was gifted to Queen Victoria, Luti, enjoyed a life of luxury at Windsor Castle. The Queen of England, Elizabeth II, has owned more than 30 Pembroke Welsh corgis, sometimes a dozen at a time. Princess Diana referred to them as the moving carpet. Queen Victoria bred Pomeranians and entered them into dog shows. At one point, she had 35. Luckily, Buckingham Palace offered plenty of room for her huge menagerie of pets. Luxus XIV of France adored toy poodles and gave them the run of the Palace of Versailles. He had one pooch that is especially doted on, Filou, which means trickster in French. Known for their elegance, stamina, and speed, Salukis were highly regarded by the ancient Egyptians. Even the boy king Tutankhamen was a Saluki fan. Shih Tzus were prized in ancient China for their lion-like features. They were bred as gifts for the emperors, and anybody found with outside the imperial court was sentenced to death. Did you know Great Britain's Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, William and Kate, have a Cocker Spaniel? The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, are big dog lovers too. They have a beagle and a black Labrador. Happy birthday!